So at some point last week we had a leak regarding a potential hunter called R3D6 or D3 or D8. There was quite a few different versions and apparently a placeholder on the Star Wars Hunters website. I made a video on it and personally I think it's fake because a lot of people were reporting on this potentially being the next hunter, but we already know that the next hunter is going to be Chaos. Now this hasn't necessarily been explicitly said so far, but from a Char behind the scenes trailer we got last November, it said that Chaos was on for global launch, which obviously hasn't happened because Aaron Tool was the launch hunter and Chaos is nowhere to be seen at the moment. But then also in the launch trailer we got to see some holograms of Chaos as well, who is a KX droid hunter coming to the game. So to me, I think it's very obvious that Chaos is the next hunter on the way for this game, who from what we know so far, or at least what we can assume, will likely be a tank hunter, and that is for a number of reasons. Mostly because it is a KX droid, and KX droids, if you've played the Jedi games like Jedi Fallen Order or Jedi Survivor, you'll know that the KX droids in those games have quite a lot of health and they take quite a bit of time to take down. So they are quite tall and ultimately tanky, so it makes sense for Chaos to be a tank hunter. But then from the holograms as well, we can see that he seemingly has double shield fists. So the fact that he has a shield like that as well, I think is even more of a hint towards him being a tank hunter in the game. Because I certainly can't see anyone like that being a support character, and we already have about 6 or 7 damage hunters in the game as well already, which is more than the other classes. So looking at the game at the moment on my phone, we've got 6 damage hunters, 3 support and 4 tanks. So Chaos coming to the game would make 14 hunters, of which 6 are damage, 3 are support and 5 a tank at that point. And we do also know about a blue Twi'lek called Tuya, thanks to the Star Wars Hunters novel that released last year. And Tuya has a little droid called TU8, and based on what we found out about Tuya, which wasn't a lot, but she seems very much like some kind of slicer character of sorts. So I think she will then be the hunter to release after Chaos, and she will then likely be a support character, so that we then have 6 damage, 4 support and 5 tank, which I personally think is a pretty solid number and mix of types of characters for the game. So I expect Chaos will probably come with Season 2, which begins in August. And then Tuya could very well come in Season 3 or beyond, we just have to wait and see. But so far all of the signs are absolutely pointing towards Chaos being the next hunter to come to the game. Anything saying otherwise, besides the official channels, I would very much question their legitimacy, especially when it comes to that Astromech hunter. I've been covering this game for so long now. I've seen tons of data mines and leaks for this game over the years, and there has never been a reference to an R3 droid hunter at all. It obviously could happen, but I am very doubtful on that side of things. But Chaos we've seen quite a bit before, and last week they also released the Star Wars Hunters music, which was done by Gordy Harb, who actually did the music for pretty much every single EA Star Wars game as well, which is really cool that he's done Hunters as well. And one of them seems Imperial but is not Sentinel related, and obviously KX droids were Imperial droids, so again even more signs pointing towards Chaos being the next hunter. But I'm curious to hear what your guys' thoughts are on this. Let me know if you think I'm right in saying that Chaos is coming next. I imagine it probably won't be too many weeks until we actually find out as well, because they'll no doubt release some kind of trailer and video to hype him up a bit. But that is it from me today. Thank you all very much for watching, and may the Force be with you always.